This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
To throw is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll buy some time right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing is Wilson. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Play action. Now Wilson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing is Rodgers.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In motion left is Watkins. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Joey Porter Jr. that time got in there and backs the offense up. Tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. On the give, it's Tracy. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll hand it to Tracy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a fight.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting through pressure. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he fires one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Got a man open. That's Harry. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now they'll change things up.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
DK Metcalf.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Aviators have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On second and a long way to go. Rodgers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Yeah, he is going to dive